Welcome to Robin Hood Shaving Artisans. This is the third time I tried to start this video. Today we're going to use some different products. We're going to use a new one here. It's a RazoRock. This is the open comb DE safety razor with a bulldog handle. It actually weighs 92.7 grams, I believe. I measured it before. It came with the Darby 5 Darby blades in here, which I'm not going to use in this. And let's open this up and see what it looks like. Put this off to the side. Oh boy, I'm going to use this on my head for the first time. This is a open comb razor, and it's heavy. The handle is made out of I believe I got to read this, 316L stainless steel. It's really a heavy razor. It's beautiful. It's just you know, and I think I paid less than $20 for this razor from RazoRock. It's what they call a bulldog handle. And see, it's based on a 1940s vintage razor, the Grand Shaving King self-lubricating, but actually it's not, because if this was a slotted razor, you'd have the slots in the top. This doesn't. So this could be pretty wild shaving on my head. We're gonna probably pretty aggressive too, but we're gonna give it a shot and see what happens. All right, the brush I'm going to use is a FS. That's FrankShaving.com. They're in, I believe, in Hong Kong. It's a synthetic brush. This looks like a 26 mil synthetic brush. Really a nice looking brush. I've got the 24 mil also. I like it a lot. I'm going to use my own shaving oil that I put together because it is a new a razor, and the blade that we're going to use is the Astro. This time I'm going to get it right. Last time I said it was going to be an Astro. It turned out to be something different. But we're going to use a new Astro blade. I took it out. And let me open this up right away. This is a 3-piece razor. I'll take the comb out. Let me set this down for a minute. It's like this. Now we got to take the razor out of the package. It goes in the razor a little easier when you remove the paper. All right. And I'm going to set the plastic off to one side. Now it does say Astra on it on one side. Okay, let's try one side. It doesn't show you anything. No labeling at all. And the other side, it says Astra, but you just barely see it. It's not like an ink. I don't know how they put that on there, that label. All right, let's move on here. We're going to set that in just like that. Okay. I'm going to put the base plate on, and we'll screw it down. And this thing is making me nervous already because it is an open comb, especially for the head. Alright, it's tight. There is a certain amount of overhang on it, if you can see that. Of course, it's on both sides, like I usually say. So we'll set this off to the side. Alright, we got the brush, we got that. Now the soap I'm going to use is a Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements CAD soap. Smells nice. It's slippery. And I've already got some in my container here that I'm going to mix up. I'm just going to wet this a little bit. I'm going to wet it maybe for 30 seconds, no more than a minute. I don't need to because it's synthetic. And we'll bring in the rest of the stuff as we go. And I've got some tips for you how to store some of this stuff, especially your soap or your sample soaps or your creams that might have broken in the containers. Sometimes the end of these plastic containers of the creams breaks. I got a perfect solution for that, so I'll bring that up near the end of the video. Let's wash the head and begin this. Move on. It's been about 4 days since I've washed my head or shaved it. I'm using Brute soap again to pre-soften the hair a little bit. All right. Let me wipe this down. I'm going to get this oil in there. If you're ever interested in how I make this, you can leave a message below and I'll make a video on it. That should be enough. Of course, it helps if you put it in the palm of the hand rather than the sink. All right. We're going to take it real easy with this razor and the blade, because I tell you, I'm not familiar with it. And open combs, if this is really aggressive, I am going to have my hands full. All right. I'm going to get the water out of my brush. And let's see how we do. Probably have to add a little more water in, I'm sure. Yep, we're ready. A few drops. And see how this goes here. Need a little bit more water. There we go. Now I can tell. You can tell. Now I probably put too much in, but that's all right. We'll get her down there. It's a beautiful synthetic brush. This is really getting, this soap, I've used it so many times before. I just love it. I never buy their holiday soaps, like Halloween or Christmas soaps and that. I don't know, I just kind of stick to the basic ones that they produce all year long. I'm going to hold it down to keep it from flopping out. All right, I'm going to leave that set there for just a second. And I have another bowl. I'm going to fill it with hot water, like this here. We'll set that down, and once I put this on my head, then I'm going to take this and set it in the other one to keep it warm. All right. I think I don't need any more in this. All right. This is a big brush. This is splays out nice. Look at that. I guess that's called, they call it splaying. Today is Sunday, and I'm working on writing a database program to keep names and telephone numbers and addresses of attorneys I work with. What do I do? I'm not an attorney, I'm not a judge, I'm a private detective. One of the things I do. I've been doing that since 1997 I've been licensed, and 3 years before that. 1998 rather, so it's 1995 I started. That keeps me busy enough besides doing this, and I've got 3 other websites I maintain, and so I keep pretty busy. Alright, let's see how this does. Oh, you guys didn't tell me about the mirror again. So we got to take the mirror out. Got the mirror here. For some reason I never took the label off of it. Alright. Let's see how we do here. I've been kind of looking forward to this, but I thought this was a self-lubricating razor where you had the slits in the top, and it wasn't. And so I'm going to have to get one of those. But you know, they're really inexpensive. This razor was only like $17. That was within shipping, and the quality on it is just excellent. And we'll see how it does here. All right, let's go back to front. And I'm just going to let the razor do the work. I have no idea how efficient this is going to be. Turn her blade over a little bit. And I can feel it pull a little, it's pretty aggressive. But then again, there's a lot of hair. I may only do 2 passes with this razor to begin with until I get more used to it. This sloop is pretty slippery. Has no tallow in it. Mostly glycerin and what else does it have? I forgot. Let's go over here so you can see it. And just this razor is so heavy, you don't have to press down. You never have to press down anyway, but even with the weight of the razor pressing down, I can feel it. It's not a bad feeling. I can tell you one thing: anything that gets in front of it is going to take it down. Okay, now we're going to go down here, and we're going to go down over here. Let's get this off of the ear. And I want to go. Taking my time. Okay, good. Let's get the other side. For some reason, I've been nicking myself. That's from yesterday. Nicking myself just above the ears. And I think it's because the bone structure there, the mastoid process. And how do I know it's called the mastoid process? Because I'm also a doctor. What's a doctor shaving? I'm retired. I'm the only, in Illinois, I'm the only detective, so I was told by the state. I'm the only detective that's also a physician, still licensed. All right, not bad. Okay, now we got to go down the back. It's getting a little dry already. I'm flying blind right now. And I don't think it's taking any survivors in the back of the head at all. Taking a lot of hair off, tell you that. After a while you can kind of feel where you've missed spots. Alright, let's get my hand back there and see what's going on. Yeah, I missed a lot. But we got time to go yet. The big thing you do is you get anxious when you get behind the back here. And you just don't want to push it. Because then you wind up cutting yourself. Alright. I'm going to, this, by the way, I've been rinsing the razor out. You can see how that looks. It cleans up pretty nice. I can't see it that way, but just do it like that. There you go. There's not too many soap bubbles. It doesn't gunk up like a cartridge razor would. Alright. And some more lather on here. A lot of lather on this yet. I took it especially easy on the first pass. Again, because this razor scares the hell out of me. But I'm feeling a little bit more brave. RazoRock has got some excellent products. I'll put a link down below. I'm not an affiliate with them. I make nothing from them. But I'm going to tell you something. Let's talk about value. Definitely get value for your money. Because this razor, if you go to some of the other manufacturers, you'll pay easily $40 to $50. And this is less than $20. This was $16.99. That included the shipping. That's a deal. All right, we're going to go sideways now. I'm just letting it do its thing. Maybe I'll do it in sections instead, and then I can feel it better. And we'll switch hands. You better have two hands on this because this razor is pretty heavy. It's got the bull handle. Again, I'm using the Platinum Astra green blade on this. All right, let's. Kind of boring just sitting there watching my face when I'm doing something behind my back here. Okay. Now I'll go like this in the top. I love these open combs because they have those little streaks, and they always leave a certain amount of lather behind, which makes buffing a lot more, let's say, friendly. I'm surprised I didn't cut myself. My God. Of course, maybe I shouldn't say anything yet. This blade is very comfortable. Let's go down this side. Alright, pull the heater out. This is where I usually nick myself for some reason. Oh, we went over that a minute ago because the mastoid process is a little bonier. Everybody's a little different. When I was a student, I used to teach anatomy, dissection, human dissection. That was fun. All right, let's see. All right, let's wash her down, and I said I was only going to do 2 passes. Let's do 3. Let's push our luck. And I can tell that I removed quite a bit of hair on that particular pass. So let's whip this up a little bit more. This is really getting nice. See how nice and shiny that is? Wow. Beautiful lather. You know, I have a Rockwell 6S, which I really like. Does a great job, and if you close your eyes, I don't know if you could tell the difference. I mean, one of them is a little bit more than $17. Of course, it has 3 different blades. You can, the Rockwell, where you can see which one how aggressive you want your razor to be. Well, this lather is really nice. All right, this is going to be against the grain. Here we go. I'm going to go start on the back. I get good audio. I'm impressed so far. It goes to show you don't have to spend a lot of money to buy a razor. It gives you a really good shave. All right, let me get my hand behind there. We'll see where I'm doing there. Oh yeah, couple spots yet, no big deal. You can buff with this razor, but I think it'd be easier to buff with what's it called, the SLOC, Slock, self-lubricating open comb razor. All right. Let's see. Now we got to go this way. Good audio quality. You can hear it. Slowly. I might use an alum block on this when I get done. Not because I'm bleeding, but what it does is gives you a clue as to how close the shave was. I'm impressed with this razor. I really am impressed. And I nicked myself a little bit right here. And it's fixable. All right, let's get this done here. This looks worse than it is. Okay, now I'm gonna go up. Here. Okay, go up here. And a couple spots. All right. I'll buy that. Use some cold water. Wash the head down. Take care of those little spots of nicks. Didn't nick myself there. Good. All right, let's see how I did on the back here. Okay, did it the neck? No. Not bad. All right, now I'm gonna wet my head a little bit first. Yeah. Okay, and then we're going to use the alum block. I can tell on the back of the head where I get a little close in here also. Nothing up on the top, hard head, I guess. All right. I might need a little additional septic on that. I'm going to use one I got the other day with when I ordered my brushes, a little bitty one. Maybe not. Let me just see if I can dry this down a little bit. Do you ever notice we open our mouth when we put this on? Okay. That's nothing. I don't know what that is. All right, here's a little one right there. All right, we'll let that dry for a second. And I'll put this back in my medicine case like that, so it dries out. And then I'm going to use some cucumber witch hazel by Thayer's. I'm just going to pat that on there. Let that kind of soak. Might have put some on my face too. Good for the skin. All right. I got one other thing I'm going to put on, but I want to let this dry first. So let's go over what I've used. I've used my own oil, shaving oil that I put together. If you're interested in how I did that, I can do a video, and you guys can make your own. I used my alum block and my Steptic pencil. The blade I used was the Astra Green blade. I just dropped a new one in the sink. Astra Green blade. That was the first use on that blade. The witch hazel. The soap I used was the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements CAD soap. It's really, really nice. I took some out and I put it in my little container first before I whipped it up. And the brush I use, there's still a lot of, is the Frank shaving brush. This kind of a Hong Kong. I believe I got this out of eBay. There'll be a links below to all these products, but this is really, it really lathered up beautifully. I use my own bowl to do it. Let's see, what else did I use here? Oh, my Brute soap that I pre-washed my head with. I'm still beating it just a hair. I'm not going to worry about that too much. Okay, and then what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take some of this. I'll put a link to this. What happened was on this, I had it in a tube, and the end cracked, and now it was getting all over the place. So I ordered these online, and they're really handy. This is Gold Bond Aftershave Balm, and to put the moisture back in the head, and it's really, really, I tell you something, it's really one of the nicest balms I own. There's not a lot of scent to it, but it just makes the skin feel so good. But okay, here's what I wanted to show you before. Oh, one last thing, of course, I use the RazoRock, the bull handle razor here, open comb. It was actually quite good. I'm impressed by this. It's really heavy, very good quality. And this says stainless steel on the handle. This thing is really a monster heavy. Great razor. A lot of times what will happen is you'll get samples of soap. Like this one I use, it's a sandalwood soap. This one particularly came from Puerto Rico, and I didn't know where to put it, so I wrapped it up in like the cloth that came in, and to keep everything. It's like, where am I going to store this? So I went online and I bought these plastic containers, and it fits beautifully, just like that. It comes with a little plastic top you put on the top that adds a seal to it, and you just screw it down, and now it's nice, neat, and orderly, and you got some place to put these little pucks of soap. I also had some other ones, little samples that I got from one of the shaving companies. It's just a little, like a quarter size soap, and they were laying all over the place, so I just stuffed them in there, and it's perfect. But this soap happened to fit in here perfectly. It's nice. Okay, and I think that's it. We went over the razor from RazoRock, the brush, frankshaving.com, and you get those on, I think you can get those on eBay. All the links I'll put below. But give that razor a try. It's really, really inexpensive, and you're getting a very good value for your money. And I hope this was informative. We went over a new razor at least. Thanksgiving is coming up. Be nice to people around you, especially your family. Enjoy your holiday. And I'll probably see you way before then for another face shave. Thanks for stopping in. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye. Oh, one other thing. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. And then also subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you would. I would appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.